Hey there, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome in, girl. Come on, take a seat. So my name is Kenya, also known as Power in Your Curl and the Curl Coach, and I help women understand their natural hair so they can let go of the stress, the fear, and the lack of confidence that comes from feeling like you do not have control over your crown. And that's exactly what it is. Your hair is your crown, it's your connection to spirit. And today we're going to be talking about, well, actually, today I'm going to be trying something where I'm doing a flexi rod set on this blow dried hair. And one, I have never done a successful flexi rod set before, and two, I've never done a blow dried hair. So this is kind of just to see what we get, you know, and hopefully the end result is cute. And if it's a fail, then I'll just show y'all what it's really like to be natural out here in these streets. So if you're interested in seeing how I got my hair from this to that, then just keep on watching. All right, I think it's time to start. Okay, so I'm beginning on blow dried hair. And y'all, I honestly just wish I could walk around like this without it just ballooning up. But I have a tutorial on how I safely blow dry hair without any heat damage and without, you know, any moisture loss. So make sure you check that out. Man, my hair has definitely grown. I am proud of her. So let me show you all the tools that I have. I have these 11/16 inch flexi rods, the gray kind, even though the color varies depending on which brand that you buy from. So I'm gonna have these linked down below, the exact ones in the description box. I also have this Design Essentials Compositions Foaming Wrap Lotion. I really wanted a mousse that was gonna give excellent hold, and I'm just hoping that this one will give excellent hold. I'm trying new products, so we'll see. And then I also just have a bunch of combs and styling brushes, as well as some clamps. And so I'm going to link all of those in the description box for you. So I'm going to part my hair into 3 to start. Okay, and I think I don't want to do a part down the middle because then it's gonna be hard for me to separate my hair. So I'm going to go, oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go half in the back. I'm gonna part it like that. And then I'm going to part this back section into 2. That looks good enough for a curl. Yeah, let's try it and see what happens. Now first, before I do that, let's do a practice. Let's do a practice round. So if I like, whoa. Can my hair fit on this? Oh shoot. Oh my God, can it really? Okay, hold on. Should I do it forward? Oh, this is so awkward. Like, okay, that works. Oh, okay, yeah, my hair can fit. Okay, yeah. And then if I go like this, will that hold it? Yeah, let me look up how to do this. Now this is just practice for real. So maybe if I do like, let's go like this, and then let's do 2 twists, okay. And then let's, at the root, I think I need to start from the bottom. Ow. Yeah, that works better for me. And then if I go like that, and then if I turn it, I go like that. Will that work? And then that. Let's see. Oh, that works. All right, now I really think we're ready. Okay, here we go. take the Flexi rod and then I'm going to hold it. Okay, something's happening. And then I'm going to twist it. Oh my God, I think I got it. And then, like, how do I lock the ends in place? I feel like I need more product on the ends to lock them in place. And then I just take that. Oh, okay. Let's just call that done. And then I'll come back once I actually get a technique going. So pay really close attention here. After I section out a row of hair, I then go through and make the sections where I'm going to put the curls so I can be sure that there's an even amount of hair in each section. And I'm going to be curling my hair in pretty large sections because I want like a full voluminous look, not a really tight look, even though there's nothing wrong with that. But this time I wanted a voluptuous, sexy hair look. So I'm going to use a technique that I had to come up with as I went along with my hair, and every single rod that I did, it got better. So if you're someone where you're just starting out to learn this, please have patience with yourself. Even this rod wasn't perfect because I didn't flatten my roots down with the roller when I folded it over. So just be patient, but progress is progress. So I was very happy to see that I was actually getting some sort of technique. So as I was doing my hair, I just kind of had to accept the fact that the first 3 to 4 curls that I rodded just weren't the best. And I was crossing my fingers hoping that I could hide the under curls with the curls from the top of my head. So we'll see if that worked out. So the technique that I found to be easiest for me was to take a large section of hair, detangle it very thoroughly with my detangling brush, put on a healthy amount of mousse, detangle again, then split my hair into 2 and twist it about 2 to 3 rotations, detangle again. And it's important that you start your curl about 1/2 inch down the rod so you have some space to fold it over. Then I like to wrap the hair with a little space in between it to give it more of an elongated look once it dries. And I also think that it's important that you wrap your hair on the rod horizontally so that way you can let go of the hair to make sure it's perfect and you don't have to worry about it falling off the rod. Then once you get to the end, make sure that you add some extra mousse just to kind of like glue your hair onto the rod so it doesn't unravel. And then I would put one finger underneath my hair and then fold the rod over. At first I was folding the rod over onto my ends and it was messing them up because the rod wasn't straight. So just give yourself a little space at the bottom as well so that you don't disrupt the curl. Okay, so my hair is completely rodded and I am so proud of myself because I genuinely learned how to rod today. Like, I've tried to do flexi rods maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 times before, and I never make it past the first rod because I just don't know what I'm doing. But what I realized is that the technique that you use to rod your hair is very personal to you. So I feel like the way I rod my hair is like the easiest way in my opinion because it's hard to rod vertically. I think rodding it horizontally makes it easy, and then you can kind of like let go of the hair and pick it back up without worrying about it not being loose anymore, without worrying about the curl not being tight on the rod anymore. So I'm going to go sit under a dryer on medium heat for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And I'm not gonna sleep in these because I just know myself and I have to get a good night's sleep. So I'm gonna take them out before I go to bed and then fluff when I wake up in the rising. And I just keep staring at myself in the viewfinder because I'm just so happy that I finally cracked the code. So my hair is actually gonna have a little bit of time to air dry because I'm gonna get something to eat first and then get under the dryer.
2 hours later.
So once my hair was dry, this is what it looked like. I had a lot of shine and my hair was 100% dry. I did end up sitting under the dryer for 2 full hours. And when I was first taking my rods out, I was doing it completely wrong, okay? And I didn't even know that there was a way to do it wrong, but just simply pulling it off the rod is not correct. And I thought it was just because these were kind of like my ugly curls, that's why they weren't turning out as good. But no, I was doing it wrong. And I did it wrong quite a few times before I realized that I needed to figure out a new way of taking the rod out. The best way that I found to take the rod out was to twirl it around the hair so that you don't disrupt the curl and you get that nice spiral set.
I said, maybe you should do it like that every time.
Yeah, no, I was, that looks so good. And once I figured that out, boy, I could not be stopped. Like, it was actually really relaxing taking the rods out. Like, look how nice and juicy that curl is, and because we left space on the rod between the hair, that's what's making the curl longer. So if there was no space, it'd be a lot tighter. I just would love to see how this would come out if I had some fatter rods so I could get some bigger, fluffier curls. And I just twirl the rod around the hair. I don't just roll it off, and that's what gives that nice spiral curl. I look like the people in Parliament when they have those little curly cute wigs on. That's what I look like.
You slick look like Queen Latifah and living single.
Stop.
Okay, look, I got to go talk to the cook.
I look like the Black Queen. You haven't seen this off of Bridgerton. That's who I look like her, because she be having her like lock wigs with the white hair.
Honestly, you look like you're supposed to be in front of a beauty supply store.
Get out. You're funny.
Oh God. Like, yeah, I want number 9.
So I did not come back the very next day. It's actually Monday. I did my hair Saturday night. And on Sunday, I was actually editing and uploading a video for you all. So that's why I didn't do my hair. So we're gonna see how this hair held up, I guess over maybe like almost 48 hours. Look at the little curls. Oh my gosh. So I really wanted hold from that mousse that I used, and it gave me hold, baby. It gave me everything I needed. Okay, it still looks somewhat good. So to take my hair down, I'm just gonna use some of this Pattern Argan Oil Hair Serum for moisture and shine boost. This is gonna help me just to have some lubrication when I'm taking the curls down, because I'm gonna be separating them, fluffing them, and twirling them, and I don't wanna cause any frizz. So let's get started. Oh, look at this one. So it was during this takedown process that I realized I made a fatal error, and that was sleeping on these curls without fluffing them out first. I really thought that they would stay like in the back, but because they were stretched out for so long, they lost like all of their shape, almost all of their curl, and they were already struggle curls to begin with. Like, and on top of that, I was actually separating these curls incorrectly. So if you see how I'm like fighting with it and it's creating more frizz at the bottom, and I'm having to twirl the hair extra hard to reinforce the curl and get it to come back to life, it's because I was breaking the curl apart incorrectly. And what I realized towards the front was, instead of taking out small sections and then twirling them really hard on my finger, if I just kind of like rub them and kind of coax them a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, but just ran my fingers over them very lightly, they actually would pop into place without me having to do much work at all. This is when the game changed. This is when I started to see like what the style could be. I was able to keep all those pretty spirals even as I sectioned them into smaller sections. So for pretty much all the curls around my head, I separated them into super tiny sections to get as much volume and fluff as I could. But once I got to the curls that were at the top of my head and also framed my face, I went for thicker sections. That way I had more of a curl and less, I guess, fluff. I wanted it to be a little bit more tame in the front, so that way the really tame and thick and juicy curls could sit on top of the voluminous curls, and I would get the best of both worlds. Big full hair, but not frizzy hair right at the top where everybody can see it. And these are my results. I am shocked, okay, just completely flabbergasted that I was able to do this. But it was not for lack of trying. It took me a full Disney movie to separate my hair. I watched Moana and still had like 30 minutes left to work on my hair to get it to look like this. And maybe it was because it was my first time, but this took a lot of energy and effort, y'all. So these are my results. And I must say, for this to be my very first successful Flexi rod set, my very first time even attempting a full Flexi rod set, I think I did pretty good, y'all. I think I did pretty good. Yes, like, when you try and the natural hairstyle actually goes well, you just gotta be grateful for what you got. And I'm gonna wear this hairstyle to the fullest. Actually, my birthday is coming up. I don't know if this style is still gonna be holding up by my birthday in the next like 6 days. So the way that I'm going to go to sleep is I'm just gonna pineapple my hair at the top of my head, put a scarf on the back, and then put a bonnet on. The same way I pineappled my hair when the curls were unfluffed. And also, after separating the curls, I went ahead and fluffed by just shaking my roots with my hands, like you guys saw me doing that, and I just did that all over to kind of massage the roots out. And then I took this pick by Pattern. This pick is a work of art, Lord. And I just picked, I don't want to pick anymore, but you know, I just picked my hair out to get some volume, especially like right here at this center part. But yeah. I love it. I'm not even looking at the camera. I've been looking at myself this whole time. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you learned anything or just feel just a little bit more confident that you can have your own successful Flexi rod set, make sure that you give this video a like so I know that you liked it. And also subscribe. I would love to get to 100K by the end of June. So subscribe and tell a friend if you like this channel. And I hope that you guys come back for another video very soon. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.